Alright, so I'm headed off to the gym for sort of a late night workout. It's like 9 o'clock, and I did just get a Happy Healthy Vegan's new shirt in the mail. And yeah, it's funny, what happened today was I finally got my sperm tested to see if that vasectomy worked. I put it off for a long time, just finally did it today. So you have to jerk off into a cup. And it's a lot harder than you fucking think it is because the cup is so fucking small. My dick is thicker than the cup, so that means when you're like jerking off and coming, you can't put your dick into the cup to make it easier for it to, you know, to come in the cup. And you have to come hard too to try and get as much sperm out as possible. And yeah, you can't come hard because in order to come hard, you have to like jerk off hard. Then if you jerk off too hard, your dick is like flopping around all over the place, and then you're not going to get it into the fucking cup. So if they made the cup wider, then you could like put your dick into the cup, jerk off really hard, and then get more sperm out. But yeah, they don't do it. They don't do that. So they should fucking make the jerk off cups bigger so you don't have that problem. I think it's perfectly fine to commit murder as long as your victim died quickly, painlessly, and had a great life before you killed them. And it's actually a lot easier to humanely kill humans since pretty much every human being is free range. You don't see too many people locked up in cages like these animals we eat. You know, people can do pretty much whatever they want, whenever they want. They can go for a walk in the park or go see a movie, so it's really easy for me to pick out human victims, and I actually like to just go that extra mile and make sure I'm doing things especially ethically and humanely. I like to pick out people who have, you know, great lives, who just love living and would hate to die. People with big loving families, maybe a wife, husband, kids who'd be absolutely devastated if they died. And if they have a job that they love and a great growing career and just, you know, so much great things to look forward to and a great life ahead of them, then I single out those people, wait for a perfect opportunity when they're all alone, and I just walk up behind them and just bash them over the head with a steel baton. They didn't even know it's coming. They're out cold instantly, so it's perfectly humane. And just to make sure, I just bash their head in with my baton a few more times just to make sure they don't wake up and that they're not experiencing any pain because, you know, I just gave them severe brain damage. Then I just drag them off to a safe location, hang them upside down, cut open their throat, and just make sure their blood spills into a big jar, and then I cut them up into little pieces and keep them in my freezer. And I think it's actually more humane to go after children because there's just so much for them to look forward to, you know? There's so many great opportunities that you can just take away from them, and especially like teenagers who are first starting to date and experiencing love for the first time in their lives. It's just so humane to kill them at such a great high point in their life. So yeah, I think humane, cruelty-free slaughter is great. I support it, and I hope all of you live, you know, great, fulfilling lives because, you know, someone like me just might come around and take it away from you.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head.
Frank, did you make poopies on the couch again? I was gonna eat it! Oh no, Frank, did you make more poopies on the rug? I was gonna eat it! Oh, Frank, please, why can't you just use the toilet? Because Travis won't let me!
I didn't tell you to stop shitting.
Did any of you hear the horrible news? Furious Pete got cancer again. So after Freely the Banana Girl made a video about the first time Furious Pete got cancer and how it could have potentially been prevented and treated through diet, Furious Pete decided to file a fallacious copyright claim to prevent anyone from learning that cancer is a preventable illness that is caused by animal products and can be treated through a whole foods vegan diet. Because imagine how horrible that would be if people could just go on YouTube and present medical facts as to why animal products are harmful to our own health, along with being unethical and cruel? Well, Pete and his dumb bitch girlfriend don't seem to like that idea, but fortunately Freely's video is still up on her channel. But after several months, Pete decided to file a fallacious copyright claim against me because, in Pete's mind, torturing and killing animals is okay, but educating people to the fact that eating animals is both unhealthy and cruel just isn't acceptable. But fortunately for all of us, but not Pete, it doesn't matter if you disagree with science because science will always be correct. And it seems I was correct because Pete got cancer again. Oh, so sad. And before you all start calling me a sociopath as some sort of attempt to insult me, how about you consider the fact that Furious Pete makes fun of the suffering and death of the animals he eats on a daily basis. So I don't see why I shouldn't make a joke about his suffering and death. So who would like a "haha, you're gonna die of cancer" t-shirt? Yeah, so basically the vast majority of the medical literature demonstrates that animal products cause cancer, but Pete decided to keep eating meat, dairy, and eggs anyway. Maybe he forgot about all that because he blocked my video worldwide. So let me just refresh your memory, Pete. Pete has the opinion that a vegan diet has little to no protective effect against cancer risk, but Pete's opinion doesn't really count for shit. Vegans have the lowest IGF-1 levels of any diet group, which lowers our cancer risk. Contraception and not creating any more disgusting, horrible children is a really important topic. Children are an insane responsibility, and chances are, if you have kids, you can throw all of your dreams and ambitions out the fucking window, especially when, as I just mentioned, women use children to manipulate and control you. It becomes really difficult to invest any time or money into building a business and career when you have kids, and maybe you want to travel the world and explore. Maybe you want to try and become a professional athlete, an artist, an inventor. Well, forget about it. You have to get a stable 9-to-5 job because you have stupid-ass kids to take care of, and a manipulative bitch wife or girlfriend who will do whatever it takes to tie you down. Now, all of the reasons I just mentioned for getting a vasectomy really apply to everyone, but this last one is just a personal thing. I fucking hate children. They literally make me sick. When I see babies in a commercial, I start to gag and almost throw up, and I have to look away and mute it. And when I see babies in a stroller, especially when they're crying, I just want to put my foot through the fucking thing and step on it until it's nothing but blood and pulp on the fucking pavement. So lately I've been getting a lot of whining and complaining about my Trisha Paytas Fat is Ugly video, and it was even discussed on the Drunken Peasants.
Man, you're too mean for me.
So do I hate fat people? Alright, so if you've been following me on Facebook, and if you've seen my last Q&A video, you'd know that my grandfather recently died of a heart attack. And I just got back from the funeral thing that we had. It wasn't exactly a funeral, but a bunch of family got together and I was dragged to it. But anyway, I was planning on showing you guys footage of my grandfather actually having the heart attack. As soon as the paramedics got to the house, I took out my camera and started filming. But a bunch of people in my family, my mom, my grandmother, uncles, shit like that, they threw a big fucking fit about me showing that footage on YouTube. They're perfectly fucking fine with eating foods that cause fucking heart disease and make people actually die of fucking heart attacks. But when it comes to actually showing people what happens when they eat these foods, that's just too much.